today's video, I'll be comparing a 1 gem loadout to 1,000 gem loadout to 100,000 gem loadout to see which loadout is best in SpongeBob Tower Defense. Obviously, there's really no way to spend 1 gem, but I guess what we can use is just one of the singular commons you get when you first join this game. So make sure you watch this video to see what we get to use for the 100,000 gem loadout. And without any more waiting, let's just figure out exactly what you want to use for the 1 gem loadout. And you know what, to make this as accurate as possible, we're just gonna go to our first video on this channel to see exactly what the first unit I actually used was. So let's see, if I pull my channel right here and go to videos and scroll all the way down to our first video, let's see, we're at 2 months, and here it is, noob to pro with no Robux in SpongeBob Tower Defense. Let's see, what was the first unit I even used? Alright, blah blah blah, man, it tells you, yep, noob to pro with 0 Robux in SpongeBob Tower Defense. And let's see, what did I actually end up choosing out of these 3 here? Patrick, SpongeBob, or Squidward, and, oh, okay, it looks like I actually chose SpongeBob. Alright, well, there we go. Our first unit is actually going to be SpongeBob. And yeah, for this video as well, we'll be getting every single unit we test out to at least level 50, just so each loadout can actually get slightly further than it normally would have been able to. So yeah, there's our level 50 SpongeBob equipped in, and let's just see exactly how far the literal 1 gem loadout can actually get us on Concentrate Endless Mode A. Here we go. And obviously we can't even bring like a farm unit with us, since yeah, it would cost more than 1 gem to actually bring that. So instead we only can bring the SpongeBob right here. Yeah, luckily they're actually fairly cheap to place, meaning we're actually going to be able to place a total of 4 before even the round starts. But yeah, for this video we'll be playing on 5 times game speed, and we'll be fully auto-skipping the entire time as well, which is just going to make this challenge even tougher. In fact, yeah, our first few enemies are already starting to link on by. Dang it. Yeah, we might already lose instantly, which sucks, but we should still be able to max out at least 1 SpongeBob before we end up losing. So yeah, when maxed out, the SpongeBob does 1,152 damage every 2.3 seconds and has a total of 20.3 range on it. Now we'll definitely continue maxing out the rest of these, but it's just not going to be enough. I mean, we're already down to 80 health. In fact, yeah, now we're down to 60 health, and 45, and 40. And luckily, right before we lost, we were actually able to fully max ourselves out on the dot right then and there, but just like that, we lost in 3, 2, 1. Wow, GG's. 11 wins beaten with the 1 gem loadout. That was so bad. Yeah, after every single game, we'll definitely have a leaderboard up on screen for how far each team got, and right now the 1 gem loadout team only got us 11 waves beaten. Next on the list, we can finally move on to a semi-decent loadout, that of which is going to cost us 1,000 gems to get, meaning we'll actually be able to summon a total of 11 times, or actually not 11 times, 10 times in total. And whoa, it just reset. That was kind of crazy. And yeah, we can 10 summon with 700 gems. Hey, wait, never mind. We actually can do another 4 summons with another 70 gems each. Yeah, I think we'll definitely start with the 1 summons each, and yeah, right now we have 128 X luck, which is super good. So yeah, without any waiting, let's just do our first summon right now. Hopefully we can, wait, no way, wait, what? Yo, oh wait, shoot, I was auto-selling. Okay, well, either way, that still counts for sure, don't worry. Yeah, even if I auto-delete it, it still counts as one of the units we get to use. That's actually crazy though. We already got our first, we got our first mythic of the round already. Nice. Then again, it is going to be level 50, so it will be slightly better than this one we have right now. But yeah, let's just do another solo summon, and this will be 140 gems. Aw, dang, I was really hoping for a Krusty Krab. We got Lord Royal Highness that time. Yeah, we'll still definitely equip it, since it is still going to be one of the best units we can bring with us. Oops, okay, hold on. We don't have a normal one. Okay, 1 second. We'll definitely get everything else that we're going to be using at the end. But yeah, now let's just do our 3rd summon, and this will make 210 gems. Aw, just an uncommon Goofy Goober Waiter. Yeah, that is definitely not going to help us out whatsoever, so let's do our final 1 summon at once. And bruh, just an uncommon, oh wait, not even an uncommon, just a normal common Patrick. So yeah, as you can see in the top left corner, we have every single unit that we're bringing with us at the moment. But obviously some of those will be replaced as we get better units from this 10 summon at once. So yeah, here we go. We're about to spend the rest of our gems in 3, 2, 1, bang. Here we go. Come on, please be something good. Please, please, please. Oh, it's gonna be shiny Wumbo. Wait, oh, okay. So far, Wumbo Goofy Goober Waiter. Also, ignore that voice crack. I know it was bad. So yeah, we'll definitely replace that with the normal Goofy Goober Waiter we got earlier, but let's click again. Boom. Okay, Barnacle Boy. We'll add that to the list, so that'll be our 5th unit so far. Let's summon again. Boom. Okay, not bad. Barnacle Boy Patrick. That's definitely better. So yeah, here's their entire team up here right now, but now it's time to start replacing units, starting, just another girl, another Barnacle Boy. So nothing changed yet, but let's click again. Boom. Oh, okay, Karate Sandy. Yeah, I think we'll honestly replace that with the Patrick. Why not? Yeah, let's just replace the Patrick with the Karate Sandy just like so. Let's go again, though. Ooh, shiny Mrs. Buff. Nice. Yeah, I think we're actually gonna replace Barnacle Boy with that one. I feel like this is definitely a good pick for us. Let's click again though. Boom. Oh, okay. Mermaid Man SpongeBob this time. Yeah, to be honest, I think we'll replace Royal Highness with this one. I feel like that's definitely a solid option for us too. Let's click again though. Oh, just another Mermaid Man SpongeBob. We only have 2 clicks left, meaning 2 replaces at the max. Let's do our second to last click. Okay, Plankton. Not too bad again, but I don't really want to replace it with anything. I feel like what we have actually, but never mind. I think we're gonna replace the Wumbo Goofy Goober Waiter with it. I feel like that's probably our best option. But for our final click, drumroll please, and bang! Ooh, another Mermaid Man. Dang it. Dang it, man. I was really hoping it was something better, but alright, here's our final loadout right here. We have the Mermaid Man SpongeBob level 50. And after 1.1 million XP, we got our Mermaid SpongeBob to level 50. Now we can equip a level 50 Plankton, a level 50 Karate Sandy, a level 50 Mrs. Puff, and finally a level 50 Barnacle Boy Patrick. So yeah, here's our entire team of level 50 units equipped, and unfortunately none of them actually do AoE damage, which really sucks for us. But either way, we'll do our best to make it work regardless of what we're bringing. Yeah, out of every single unit here, I think we're definitely going to end up starting with the Mermaid Man SpongeBob, since it definitely has the most amount of damage out of all of them. But yeah, without any more waiting, let's do the exact same map on Concentrate Endless Mode A yet again. Here we go. And unfortunately, not even off the bat we get enough money to place down our Mermaid Man SpongeBob, but for now, as soon as it skips like that, we'll place it down right over here. And I think we might as well also place down our second one over this way too, as well as the third one over this way, just so we can maximize the amount of damage possible. Yeah, unfortunately with epics, you can only place down a total of 3, so now we'll place down a Karate Sandy right here, a second one over that way, a third over here, and finally a fourth over here. Now we'll definitely place down our Mermaid Man SpongeBob right here. Oh wait, no, just our Mermaid Man, my bad, as well as our second one over this way. Actually, wait, no. Instead, we'll sell that one real quick and replace another one over this way, and then we'll place that one right over here. Yeah, now we'll also fit a few Planktons in this small area right this way. Wait, I feel like we can fit 2, no? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, yeah, I am wrong. Dang it, I really thought that was gonna be possible. Either way, we are able to stay alive at least a little bit longer, which is awesome. So yeah, finally we'll be good to stay alive at least to wave 20, which is good. As yeah, now already 3 waves away from wave 20, and we're almost done placing down everything. But now we're 2 waves away, and 1 wave away, and boom, just like that, we have one final giant dirty bubble, or I guess no, that's the small dirty bubble that already goes right then and there. Awesome. Yeah, now we place down every single Mrs. Buff that we need to, and now we just need to place down the rest of our, what are they called? Oh yeah, Barnacle Boy Patrick's. Which I suppose for now we'll just place right along this strip over this way. I feel like that's just the next best spot for them. So yeah, finally by wave 28, we have every single unit placed down. We literally cannot place down any more of them whatsoever. And now we just need to start maxing out every single one of them, starting with the Mermaid Man SpongeBobs. Yeah, just did that. We finally defeated the next giant dirty bubble that died over this way, and we finally made it to wave 30. There's our first Mermaid Man SpongeBob to level 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally level 5. Yeah, when maxed out, the Mermaid Man SpongeBob does 3,880 damage every 1.9 seconds and has 33 range on it. Now we'll definitely instantly max out the second one just like so, as well as the third one over this way like that. And now we'll just max out every single Karate Sandy. So there's this unit to level 2, or level 1, and now 2, and 3, and 4, and 5 as soon as we click on it again like so. So yeah, what makes out the Karate Sandy does 525 damage every 1.5 seconds and has 22.5 range on it. Now we'll just max out all 4 of these guys too, just like so. Well, I guess all 4 of these gals, just like that. And now we'll max out all of the Planktons. So it's this one to level 1, and 2, 3, 4, and finally level 5. We'll max out the Planktons do 1,119 damage every 1.5 seconds and has 34.5 range. Now we'll just max out the other 2 all the way over this way, so, oh wait, wow, we're actually running out of money at this point. Now we're 3 is away from wave 50 though, and 2 is away, and there goes the next small data bubble over this way, and now we're only 1 wave away from wave 50, and boom, now we made it to wave 50, and we maxed out our second out of 3 Planktons. Now we'll start working on our final one right here, so there's this one to level 1 and 2. But actually on wave 53 we have our next medium-sized one that dies over this way. Now we finally got our final Planktons to level 3 though, and 4. And finally by wave 56 we fully maxed out every single Plankton. Now we'll just max out these Mrs. Bugs all the way over this way, but before we do that we have another giant dirty bubble with 14,000 health down right here, and now we're 3 this away from wave 60, and 2 waves away, and 1 wave away, and boom, there we go. We finally made it to wave 60, and now we'll start maxing out on Mrs. Puff right here. So there's it to level 1, 2, 3, 4, and just like that, level 5. We max out the Mrs. Buff does 2070 damage every 1.7 seconds and has 22.5 range. Now we'll just max our second of 4 just like so, as well as the third of 4. And finally back we have 66 or 68 of fourth of 4. Awesome. Now we can definitely start maxing out every single Barnacle Boy Patrick over this way, and nice. Now we also made it to wave 70. Yeah, there's the Barnacle Boy Patrick's level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But before we read out these stats yet again, we have another giant dirty bubble, this time with almost 17,000 health dying right here. But anyway, when mixed out, the Barnacle Boy does 637 damage every 1.3 seconds and has 22.5 range. But yeah, there's 2 out of 5 maxed, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and finally by wave 79 we have every single one of our Barnacle Boy Patricks fully maxed out. Yeah, now we also made it to wave 80, and we'll finally just max out every single Mermaid Man that we have left to max out too. So it's our first one to level 2, or level 1, and now it's level 2, and 3, 4, and finally in wave 85 we got it to level 5. Yeah, now we have another giant dirty bubble to defeat, this time with over 20,000 health dying right over here. But yeah, when it makes out, the Mermaid Man does 6,890 damage every 2.6 seconds and has 22.5 range on it. Last but not least, we have one final unit left to max out, so it's this one's level 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and finally level 5. Speaking of level 5, now we're actually 5 waves away from wave 100, and we defeated our next medium-sized dirty bubble right here. But now we're only 4 waves away, 3 waves away, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and actually here comes our final giant dirty bubble before we finally make it to wave 100, and this time it dies right over this way. Yeah, finally last week made it to wave 100, and we fully maxed out every single unit we brought with us too, which is even better. But yeah, all that's left to do now is calculate exactly how much damage we're actually doing a second. Actually, hell no, I'm way too lazy to be doing all that. Y'all can calculate it up if you want to. Yeah, the first person to accurately do it in the comment section down below, I'll just give, I guess, a free Seaver to. Why not? So yeah, here's the max out stats of the Barnacle Boy Patrick, the max out stats of the Plankton, the Mermaid Man SpongeBob, the Karate Sandy, the Mrs. Puff, and finally the Mermaid Man. Yeah, good luck guys, I guess I'll wish you guys luck, why not? Anyway, by wave 113 we have another giant dirty bubble, this time with almost 30,000 health dying over this way. And unfortunately that definitely means like we might end up losing soon enough since already enemies are starting to make it all the way over here now. I'd say we still have a little bit of a ways to go, which is definitely good, as yeah, now we're finally 3 waves away from wave 120, and now we're only 2 waves away, and we have our next small dirty bubble dying right here, and now we're only 1 wave away from wave 120, and boom, now we also made it to wave 120. On wave 123, we had a medium-sized one die over here, and on wave 127, meaning we're 3 waves away from wave 130, we have our next giant dirty bubble dying right here. Yeah, now we're only 2 waves away from wave 130 though, and 1 wave away, and boom, finally last we made it to wave 130 on the dot. On wave 132, we have another small dirty bubble with 17,000 health dying right in front of Patrick's house right this way. And on wave 137, meaning we're 3 waves away from wave 140, we had a medium-sized one die in front of Patrick's house. Yeah, now we're only 2 waves away from wave 140, and 1 wave away, and boom, finally and last, we made it to wave 140 on the dot. And actually by wave 141, we have our next giant dirty bubble, so yeah, here comes this boss by wave 141, like I said, with over 42,000 health. And yeah, this one died over this way this time. So yeah, I take my word back, we're really not taking that much extra damage than I thought we were going to, and basically everything at this point can attack it anyway. So yeah, basically at this intersection is definitely the max amount of damage we could possibly do at any given point. But yeah, by wave 146, we have another small dirty bubble with 20,000 health down in front of Patrick's house. And now we also made it to wave 150. On wave 151, we have a medium-sized one with 26,000 health down right here. And on wave 155, we have a giant one with 50,000 health, finally making it past the intersection over this way again. But now we're only 3 waves away from wave 160, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, finally last we made it to wave 160 on the dot with another small dirty bubble to us, this time with almost 25,000 health dying right here. On wave 165 we have a giant one, or not a giant one, a medium sized one die right here. And now we're officially 3 waves away from wave 170, and 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, here comes our next giant one, this time with 60,000 health, and this one's gonna make it right around here, wow. Yeah, I'm honestly impressed with only 1,000 gems we can get this far on Endless Mode, bro. This is honestly shocking. I seriously didn't expect to get this far whatsoever. I thought we were definitely dead before wave 100, but it seems like we're going to be able to make it to wave 200. And yeah, by wave 174, we have another small dirty bubble with almost 30,000 health dying right here again. And on wave 179, we have a medium-sized one, this time dying right here. And nice, now we also made it to wave 180, meaning we're 20 waves away from wave 200. On wave 183, we have another medium-sized one, this time with 72,000 health. Oh wait, no, never mind, that was the giant one, this time dying right here. And on wave 180, we have another smaller one with 35,000 health, finally making it to the intersection over this way. Now we also made it to wave 190, meaning we're officially 10 waves away from wave 200. On wave 193, we have a medium-sized one with 46,000 health dying a little bit past the intersection. And now we're officially 5 waves away from wave 200. And now we're only 4 waves away. And 3 waves away. Actually, on wave 197, we have our next giant one with 87,000 health, which is also going to make it somewhat far. In fact, yeah, this time it's going to make it right around this way right here. But now we're only 2 waves away from wave 200. 1 wave away. And boom, now we also made it to wave 200. Yeah, now that we also made it to wave 200, I think I'm definitely done commentating over all these small dirty bubbles that spawn in like this one right here. But what we do care about is these medium-sized ones that I'm making right here, as well as now we're 2 waves away from wave 210, and 1 wave away, and boom, now we also made it to wave 210, which we also care about. But anyway, on wave 211, we have our next giant one, this time with almost 100,000 health. Actually, wait, never mind, it does have over 100,000 health. Yeah, 104,000 to be exact, this time dying all the way over this way. But I'll just see you guys by wave 220, since yeah, we won't have any medium-sized or giant dirty bubbles until we make it there. So yeah, finally by wave 221, we have our next medium-sized one, this time making it right this way. And on wave 225, we have our next giant one with 125,000 health, making it insanely far too. Even these normal enemies are starting to make it all the way over this way, and this time the giant dirty bubble died on this corner. Yeah, wow, that's a great improvement from last time, where last time I died over here, so I have a feeling within the next 2 or 3, the first one will get on by. Anyway, finally, last we also made it to wave 230 now. Sorry, now we also made it to wave 230. But on wave 235, we have our next medium-sized one with 79,000 health, making it to this corner on the dot. And on wave 239, we have another giant one with 150,000 health, and now our first few enemies are starting to leak on by, actually. Wow. Yeah, finally last we have a big slow engine we making on by, and just barely we got that next giant dirty bubble. But yeah, now we're gonna go from exactly 100 health all the way down to 50 health in 3, 2, 1, and bang. Wow. Also, I didn't even turn off auto skip. It just stops skipping once the giant dirty bubble spawns in, and you have to wait till everything clears out to move on. It's super strange, but yeah, now let's see you guys once the next medium-sized dirty bubble spawns in on wave 239 or 230. One of the two for sure. So yeah, finally by wave 239, like predicted, we have our next medium-sized one, this time with 95,000 health, and this one's gonna make it all the way right here. And nice, even with the 1,000 gem loadout, we made it all the way to wave 250. That is crazy good. What? Yo, literally from some of the codes that gives us, you can make it this far in endless mode. Bro, you can't complain about not even being able to make it to wave 200 anymore at this point. This is insanely good, but it looks like our reign of terror is finally coming to an end now that a bunch of big slow inventories are making on by. As well as just barely this. Oh wait, never mind. We actually got the giant dirty one with 181,000 since yeah, we just barely got that one. Wow. But yeah, finally last by wave 253, we lose in 3, 2, 1, and wow, 252 waves beaten with the 1,000 gem loadout. That is absolutely crazily good for sure. I will 1,000,000% take that no matter what. Yeah, real quick before we move on to the 1,000 or 100,000 gem loadout, we'll definitely update the leaderboard real quick. And now we have the 1,000 gem loadout in first place with 252 waves beaten, and far behind it in last place is the 1 gem loadout with only 11 waves beaten. Yeah, wow, 241 wave skill gap. That is crazy. What? And we finally last, it is definitely time to move on to the 100,000 gem loadout. So yeah, we'll be going from 1.486 million gems all the way down to 1.386 million gems too. So yeah, without any waiting, let me just make sure to turn off auto skip or turn off auto deleting with all these units right here, just to make sure we can actually get them again once we need to. As well as probably all of these ones right here too, just to be extra safe. And probably these right here, and probably these right here. Yeah, now we should definitely be good to go. I mean, I'm fairly confident if we get something again, we can definitely get it more than once. So yeah, without any more waiting, let's just start summoning right now. Here we go, our first 50 summon of the round. Let's see, I'm seeing a few shinies. I'm not really seeing much more than that. Wow, this was kind of trash, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think out of all these units right here, we'll definitely accept the Smitty, Warman, Jaegerman, Jensen as part of our team. But other than that, actually wait, never mind. We'll also accept the Elastic Waistband just in case we can get a better starting unit than that. Yeah, 3,500 gems down the drain, 96,500 more to go. Alright, here we go. Finally, we're getting some shiny Wumble units, and we actually got a shiny Krusty Krab. Alright, we'll definitely add that to the team 100%. But other than that, maybe we'll add the Pinhead Larry, and that's about it for now. So yeah, now we finally have 4 of the 6 units on our team, but don't worry, we'll still continue to spend and upgrade the units as we go. So let's see, out of this one, are we gonna get anything? Yeah, not much. Maybe we'll add the realistic fish head, I suppose. Why not? The realistic fish head is still a decent one, and unfortunately we didn't get a shiny Wumbo Krusty Krab quite yet. But maybe out of these video we can get one, since yeah, we are gonna get a shiny Wumbo. What is it actually gonna land on though? Oh man, it's not a Krusty Krab. And yeah, everything else we got is sort of mid, so we're just gonna keep on rolling for now. What would be really exciting is if we actually get if we get a secret unit. If we could get both secret units this summon, that would be so good. But yeah, yet again, really not much else that we can keep. I guess we could add the shiny Wumbo, what's it called? Oh yeah, the shiny Wumbo Mermaid Man SpongeBob to our list, since that's a pretty solid unit. But dang it, we got another shiny Krusty Krab, still no shiny Wumbo version though. Wait, what the heck? Yo, did I only get a legendary this one? Yikes. Yo, this 50 summon sucked, bro. We literally didn't get anything for our team. Yikes, yeah, we're just gonna skip past that right away. What the heck? Let's see, anything out of this one though? Oh man, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, literally nothing that I'm gonna keep for our team again. Yeah, this one we've already spent around 25,000 gems, and we still have yet to really get a solid team for us to make any decent progress on the 1,000 gem loadout. Let's see, maybe something out of this? Oh man, yeah, nothing much again. We're just gonna have to continue rolling. Maybe out of these we could get something go. I mean, we already have 6 out of 6 of our units, and now we just really need to start upgrading our units. So yeah, out of all of these, again, really nothing much I want. I think we just really need shiny Wumbo units at this point. If we get some shiny Wumbo goods, mythics, or good rares, or anything like that, we'll definitely be stacked. Yeah, again, nothing much other than this, which we already have on our team. Yeah, let's just do another 50 summon. Imagine we could also get a secret unit, bro. Please give me a secret unit. That would be so clutch. Let's see, any good things out of this? Ooh, okay, we actually got a Dirty Dan. Which honestly for now, I think I'm actually gonna replace with the elastic waistband. I feel like that's a solid replacement. I feel like we definitely could get better, but yeah, if we get a shiny Wumbo elastic waistband, we'll definitely put that back on the team. Anything out of this though? Yeah, nothing much again. We got a shiny elastic waistband, but not a shiny Wumbo version. Well, let's go again and continue thumbing. Wait, I think we actually got a secret. Wait, and it could be shiny Wumbo. Wait, whoa. Wait, come on, be something good, be something good, and bang! Cyborg, nice! Wait, that's actually so good. Oh wow, we will definitely add that to the team no matter what for sure. Yeah, and to be honest, I think we're actually gonna replace the Smitty Warman Jaegerman Jensen with that. I feel like it's a solid replacement. That's crazy though. That's actually awesome that we got our first secret. Wait, what? Back-to-back shiny Wumbo secrets. Wait, come on, please be a secret. Please be a secret. Right now. Bang! Aw, man. Dang it, we got 2 back-to-back cyborgs, but not a sea bear. Man, I was really hoping and praying. Dang it. Either way, we still have a pretty solid team with us on our hands for sure, and oh man, we got a shiny Krusty Krab and a Wumbo elastic waistband, but still nothing that can replace our team quite yet. Here we go though, we did get a shiny Wumbo this time around, and it could land, oh never mind, it's not gonna land on anything we need. Yeah, at this one we just really need shiny Wumbo mythics, or even like a shiny Wumbo Krusty Krab or another sea bear. That would be so good. Whoa, look at that. Wow, 10 mythics at once. That's kind of cool, but yeah, none of them will even replace our team anyway, so who cares? Let's see, out of this one, are we gonna get anything? And the answer is nope. And now we only have about 50,000 more gems to spend, so meaning we're already halfway through all of the ones that we're gonna be spending this round. And yep, nothing again. Oh, here we go, another secret here. Okay, wait, third time's the charm, please. Secret Seaber, bang, let's go. Oh my goodness. Yo, that is absolutely crazily clutchly for sure. Oh wow, that is good. Oh my goodness, give me that. Yeah, instead of the realistic fish that we have equipped, I think we're definitely gonna replace that with the sea bear. Nice. Actually, no, we're gonna replace the Mermaid Man SpongeBob. I feel like that's definitely what's slowing us down right now. So yeah, now we finally have a sea bear equipped in, and we still have 40,000 gems left to spend to hopefully upgrade 1 or 2 more units. Or sorry, no, we only have 30,000 more to spend. My bad. Yep, nothing to upgrade from that one. And let's see, what about this 50 summon? And doesn't look like much, unfortunately, again. And now we're about to be down to our last 20,000 gems to spend. Yikes. Yeah, here we go, another 50 at once, and yep, nothing. Here we go with another 50 though. We do get a shiny Wumbo this time around, so maybe it's another Krusty Krab, maybe? Ah, shiny Wumbo Grandma, dang it. Yeah, wrong rare to get shiny Wumbo on, man. Dang it, bro. That's actually tragic, bro. We need a shiny Wumbo Krusty Krab, or at least a Wumbo version. Are you kidding me? A shiny Wumbo Mrs. Puffs? No, that's not what I look for. That's not what I'm looking for either. Seriously. Here we go, though. Come on. Be a good rare. Be a good rare. Please, please, please. No. Yeah, nothing to replace the team quite yet again. Let's see, for this time around, it seems like it's also gonna be nothing. And here we go with our last 50 summon of this video. And I mean, we'll still have a few 10 subs. Nice, we did get a Wumbo Krusty Krab, that's good. So yeah, we can finally replace our shiny one with a Wumbo one now. But yeah, now we only have 2,500 gems left to spend, so we'll just do 10 summons at once for now. I'll just update you guys at the end of every single 10 summon, or if we get something good out of 10 of them at once. See you guys soon, hopefully. Actually, yeah, real quick, we have 1,400 gems left to spend, and you have nothing out of this 10 summon, unfortunately, so yeah, another 10 down the drain. But here we go with our last 10 summon. This is literally the final 10 of this round. There's literally no other spending than this. And hold it, we actually could have gotten a shiny mythic this time around. Wait, come on, please. Shiny gem, dang it. Yeah, here's our 1 and 2 mythics. We got nothing else we can replace. But still, I am definitely happy with this team, bro. This is a solid team for sure, no doubt about it. So yeah, here's our Wumbo Krusty Krab, and now we just need to feed it to level 50 real quick. So yeah, with about 319 buckets of chum, we got it to level 50. And yeah, for this round 2, we'll also just be using level 30 secret units with wealth on them. I mean, I guess it's technically cheating, but either way, it doesn't really help us out too much at all, so we'll still be fine. It won't really matter long term, trust me. Now we'll also equip a level 50 Pinhead Larry, a level 50 Dirty Dan, and dang it, I'm actually gonna have to feed up a level 50 Realistic Fish Head. Bruh, this is gonna waste so much food, are you serious? Yeah, we're gonna go from 21,947 buckets of chum all the way down to 20,241 buckets of chum and 1.27 million XP down the drain. Ooh. But either way, it's for the video, so it doesn't matter. So there's our entire team of 100,000 gem loadout equipped. And I'm pretty confident that this team can beat the wave of 252, so we'll find out right about now, as always. Here we go. Yeah, obviously the same rules will follow as last time, where we'll be fully auto skipping the entire time on endless mode too. So yeah, let's turn on auto skip, let's turn on 5 times game speed, and hopefully we'll get enough money to actually place down a sea bear way back here in the very back. Oh wait, hold on, I'm gonna restart this round. I feel like I kind of messed this up. Oh wait, never mind, I think we're actually gonna still get enough money. Okay, yeah, never mind, we'll just place it right around here for now. And now we can fully focus and max out both of our Wumbo Krusty Krabs. And unfortunately, they're not shiny Wumbo whatsoever, but they still give us a decent amount of income regardless, so it's not too big of a deal. So yeah, by wave 9, we're done maxing out both of those, and yeah, they're giving us around 6,600 per wave. And now we can start by maxing out a Dirty Dan directly on this corner right here. So yeah, there's the level 0, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and finally level 5. Yeah, when maxed out, the Dirty Dan does 4,000 damage every 1.5 seconds and has 33 range on it. Now we'll definitely instantly max out a second over this way just like that. And now we'll just max out this Realistic Fish Head over this way too. So yeah, this is placed and instantly max out like so. And yeah, when maxed out, the Realistic Fish Head does 2,250 damage every 1.7 seconds and has 27 range on it. Now we'll also place and max our second one over this way just like that. And now we just need to max out 2 Pinhead Larrys all the way down over this way like so. So yeah, when maxed out, the Pinhead Larry does 6,000 damage, has 1.7 range, or 1.7 cooldown, and then 30 range. Actually, real quick, I think I'm actually going to sell my Dirty Dans and replace them on this corner over this way, because I feel like this is going to be slightly better. So yeah, let me just double check, and yeah, it's pretty decent. So I guess instead we'll just keep one of them on this corner right here. Yeah, that'll actually allow us to place down a Realistic Fish that's slightly better all the way over this way instead. And now we'll just max out our other Pinhead Larry just like so. Finally, last but not least, it is definitely time to max out our Cyborg Plankton, which for now we'll just place right around here, I guess. So yeah, when maxed out, the Cyborg Plankton is doing 10,750 damage every 1.1 seconds and has 45 range on it. Not too bad again. I feel like we definitely can place this slightly better, so I think instead we're actually going to place a little bit further down over this way like so. And yeah, perfect. It just barely reaches this corner, which is exactly what we need. Finally, last but not least, we can definitely just place the next on our Sea Bear somewhere over here too. In fact, yeah, for now we'll just try right around here to see how much range it gets when maxed out. Yeah, not too bad at all. I think instead we'll actually place it right around here to see how much range this one gets, and yeah, this is also pretty solid. We'll keep it right here for now. Yeah, finally we mixed up the Seabird does 20,900 damage every 0.9 seconds and has 44 range. Sorry, not 44, 48. But yeah, there's basically every single unit we can place with us fully maxed out, and we literally have nothing left for us to place anymore whatsoever. So yeah, now it's just a matter of time until we end up losing. Obviously, we don't have nearly as many units as we did have placed last round, so we might not be able to make it as far as last time too. But only time will tell since we already made it to wave 50. In fact, on wave 53, we had our next medium-sized one immediately down over here. And actually, on wave 57, we have our next giant one spawning in. So here comes this one in 3, 2, 1, and boom. And yeah, that one only had 14,000 health, and it immediately died right here. Now we finally made it to wave 60. And on wave 62, we had another smaller one die right here. And on wave 66, we had another medium-sized one die right that way. Now we're 3 away from wave 70, though. And now we're only 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom. Now we also made it to wave 70. On wave 71, we have our next giant one spawning in, so here comes that one any second now, right then and there. And yeah, that one had 16,000 health and died right this way again. On wave 76, we had another smaller one die over this way, and now we're already 3 waves away from wave 80. And 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, now we also made it to wave 80. On wave 81, we had another medium-sized one die immediately. And on wave 85, we had another giant one spawning in and dying right here too. Now we're finally only 3 waves away from wave 90, meaning we're about to be 10 waves away from wave 100. But now we're only 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, now we also made it there. There goes our final small dirty bubble that we're going to commentate over. And now we're only 5 waves away from wave 100, and we just defeated our next medium-sized one too. But now we're only 4 waves away from wave 100, 3 waves away, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom. Finally, the last one, we made it to wave 100 on the dot right then and there with our final giant dirty bubble block spawning in and dying right here too. Yeah, now that we made it to wave 100, I think I'm definitely done commenting over all these small dirty bubbles that spawn in, since yeah, they're not really making it far whatsoever at all. So yeah, no more commenting over those. But we do care about the medium-sized that spawn in and die right here. And now we also made it to wave 110, which we also care about. And nice, actually on wave 113, we have our next giant one spawning in. So yeah, here comes that one in 3, 2, 1, boom. And that one's also defeated too easily as well. On wave 123, we also had a medium-sized one die right here immediately. And on wave 127, we have our next giant one spawning with 35,000 health dying right here. Yeah, now we finally made it past wave 130. And on wave 137, we have another medium-sized one immediately dying right here too. Now we finally made it past wave 140, and actually on wave 141, we have our next giant one spawning with this time with over 40,000 health dying right here immediately too. On wave 146, we had another medium or a giant one spawning. Oh wait, no, that was the small. Whoops, I did not mean to commentate over that. Anyway, yeah, now we finally made it to wave 150. And on wave 151, we had another medium-sized one die right here. And on wave 155, we had a giant one spawning with over 50,000 health dying right here. Yeah, now we're finally only 3 waves away from wave 160, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, now we finally made it to wave 160. On wave 165, we had a medium-sized one die over here. And on wave 169, we had another giant one spawning in with over 60,000 health dying right here. Now we also made it to wave 170 at last. On wave 179, we had a medium-sized one die right here. And now we also made it to wave 180. And on wave 183, we had another giant one spawning in with over 70,000 health dying right here. By wave 193, we had another medium-sized one die right here. But now we're officially 5 waves away from wave 200. And now we're only 4 waves away. And 3 waves away. Actually, here comes our final giant dirty bubble before we make it to wave 200 dying right here. And now we're only 2 waves away. And 1 wave away. And boom, finally the last one, made it to wave 200 on the dot right then and there. Perfect. Yeah, now I think I'm done commentating over all these small dirty bubbles that spawn in, as well as all those medium-sized ones that spawn in too. Now we finally made it to wave 210, and actually on wave 211 is when our next giant spawns in. And yeah, this one has over 100,000 health, and this one is gonna die right here. Yeah, too bad there's really no slower unit that we could bring with us that would be worth using on this team. That would make this loadout so much better for sure. Unfortunately, most of them were just from the AFK area, or from like chests, or even from the conch summon. So there's really no way to get like a free-to-play, or I guess a gem loadout from like a slower unit. That sucks. Anyway, finally last we made it to wave 220 now. But on wave 225, we had another giant one with 125,000 health die right here. Yeah, now we're officially 3 waves away from wave 230 though. And 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and bang, now we also made it there too at last. Nice. On wave 239, that we have our next giant one spawning in, this one with 150,000 health, and this one it's gonna die right over here. And nice, finally last we made it to wave 240, as well as wave 250. Finally, by wave 253, we have another giant one, this time with 181,000 down right here. And now we finally made it past wave 260. On wave 267, meaning we're through the way from wave 270, we have another giant one making it all the way over here with over 200,000 health. But now we're 2 waves away from wave 270, and now we're only 1 wave away. And nice, now we also made it there too. Now we finally made it to wave 280, and on wave 281 we have our next giant dirty bubble with 260,000 health, making it all the way past Patrick's house right around here. Yeah, it's definitely safe to say that the 100,000 gem loadout is far better than the 1 gem loadout and the 1,000 gem loadout. But the rest of this video is to figure out exactly how much better it truly is. Now we're finally 10 waves away from wave 300 though, and now we're officially 5 waves away too. And here comes our next giant one with over 300,000 health, and this one's gonna die right over here. Now we're officially 4 waves away from wave 300, and 3 waves away, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, finally last we made it to wave 300 on the dot right then and there. Wow. Yeah, now I think we're gonna shorten it even more by only commentating over every single giant dirty boss instead of commentating over every single time we make it to wave 310, 320, etc. So yeah, see you guys once the next giant dirty bubble spawns in. It shouldn't be too long at all if I were to guess. So yeah, by wave 309, we have our next one with 375,000 health, and this one's gonna die a little bit past the intersection over here. By wave 323, we have another one, this time with 450,000 health, making it to this corner right here. Finally, by wave 337, we have another giant one, this time with 540,000 health, already passed in this corner, and this time it's gonna die on this corner over here. By wave 351, we have another giant one, this time with 648,000 health. Let's see, that one passed that corner with 300,000 health, and this one it's gonna make it right over here. By wave 365, we have another giant one, this time with 778,000 health, and even the big slow inventories are making it all the way over here now. Yeah, this wow, this giant dirty one made it over here too, dang. Yeah, I have a feeling we are definitely dead before wave 400, but it's definitely gonna be close whether or not we make it to wave 400. By wave 379 though, we actually have another giant one, this time with almost 1 million health, but even these big slow inventories are making it all the way over here now. Yeah, nothing can even reach this back portion, so no matter what, we're gonna go from 100 health all the way down to 15 health instantly. Since yeah, the big slow energy does 50 health, and then this one does 35. So you have 35, and boom, 15 health right on the dot. Wow. Yeah, the next wave of giant dirty bubbles will spawn in and kill us 100%, so I'll just see you guys once it does spawn in. So yeah, by wave 393, our final giant dirty bubble spawns in with over 1 million health on it. But yeah, we're not even able to take care of any of these big slow inventories anyway, so it's not even going to be the giant dirty bubble that takes us out. Yeah, while sure we did get it down to 500,000 health, we're still dead in 3, 2, 1, and wow, 392 waves beaten with the 100,000 gem loadout. Not too bad at all. In fact, yeah, here's the final leaderboard to wrap up the video. We have the 100,000 gem loadout in first place with 392 waves beaten. Second place goes to the 1,000 gem team with 252 waves. And then dead last, we obviously have the 1 gem loadout with only 11 waves beaten. Yeah, what a crazy video for sure. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely make sure to leave a like and subscribe, so that always helps me out a ton. And yeah, we are getting insanely close to 20,000 subs, so thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video very soon though. Peace out, everybody.